G'day. The thing I get asked from time to time is, how do I handle angry people or upset people? And that can be a fairly confronting situation, and most of us don't tend to do that very well. So here's a simple technique that will help you. It's actually 3 steps. But before that, there's the step of actually recognizing that the person is angry. Now, that might sound obvious, but in fact it's not. You see, we humans, we get around 98% of the time in autopilot. Our amygdala, our lizard brain as it's called, that sits at the base of our brain, it's in control most of the time. And it governs that fight, flight, or freeze type reaction. So when we strike someone that's angry, that kicks in, and our reaction will be emotional. It might be a good one or a bad reaction, we don't really know. But the point is, we don't want to have an emotional reaction, we want to have a rational one and a thinking one. And what makes that trigger is by thinking to ourselves, this person's angry. Just the thought of having that thought actually slips you into rational mode. Then the next thing to do is go through this 3-step process. The first step of which is acknowledge their anger. Simply by saying, geez, I can see your anger. You're really pissed off, aren't you? You know, you're really upset. Acknowledge how they are. The next thing is then to appreciate or validate their anger by saying, well, you know, I would be too. I mean, I can understand that that delivery didn't get here in time and that screwed you up with your customers and made you look bad, and I can understand you'd be annoyed by that. Or if you let them down, you can say, well, I'm sorry, I really let you down there. Frankly, I can understand you're pissed off. I'd be pissed off if someone let me down the way I let you down. So you're just validating their reason for being angry. And that already starts to diffuse it substantially. Then at that point, hand over control. Simply turn around to them and say, what would you like to see happen next? Now, that's to be preferred to saying, how can I help? Because saying, how can I help, or what would you like me to do, or how can I fix this? There's an element of arrogance in that that suggests, well, you could fix it. And you're not really in a position to do that. You don't really know what's in that person's mind and what they would like to see as a remedy. So best you leave it totally open, don't precondition them, and just say, what would you like to happen next? Anyway, try that technique and let me know how you go. Be interested to just add some comments below the post. Good luck.